Now, I ain't one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicles Speak. Gabrielle Union has been very open about her infertility issues after suffering 8 to 9 miscarriages. She sat down with People magazine to discuss her 3-year journey of trying to get pregnant through the natural way and also through several failed IVF cycles, all of which took a tremendous toll on her body, but being resilient, she refused to give up. She decided to talk about it because there's such a huge stigma of infertility, and she wanted to be a voice for the voiceless. After opening up in her 2017 New York bestsellers memoir, We're Gonna Need More Wine, Gabrielle and her husband Dwayne were quiet on the issue, leaving us all to believe that they had given up on trying. Well, that was far from the case. The couple chose to keep trying, but this time through a surrogate, and they didn't announce anything to the world until the birth of their daughter, Kaavia James, who arrived on November 7th. Gabrielle Union took to Instagram posting, "We are sleepless and delirious, but so excited to share that our miracle baby arrived last night via surrogate, and 11/7 will forever be etched in our hearts as the most loveliest of all lovely days." The couple recently let Oprah into their home for their first sit-down interview since the birth of Kaavia. In this episode, Gabrielle discussed her never wanting children before in the past until she met her husband and met his kids.
I think that you never were even interested in children.
No.
Until his children. So you fell in love with his boys.
Yeah.
And that made you want to have children.
No, it looked exactly as it is. I saw motherhood and parenthood with very realistic eyes. It looked hard.
Yes.
When I wanted a life of like flitting around the country and the lack of responsibility and all of that. And parenthood is sacrifice and being consistent.
Yeah.
And being present.
And being present, yeah.
And then he got full custody. And I signed up for the boys quicker than I signed up for him.
Typically, when you're with someone that already has kids, you want to feel the bond of sharing a child with them as well. And obviously, Gabrielle did not feel complete until she was able to give the gift of life. In the home, they are currently raising Dwayne Wade's nephew, 2 sons, and then he has another son from a previous relationship. Now, further in the interview, they discussed on trying to get pregnant through failed IVF cycles, and although Gabrielle wasn't going to give up on actually being able to carry the baby herself, it was Dwayne that told her enough was enough, and he didn't like seeing the pain she was going through within her body, and the most important thing was not losing his wife.
What were you thinking by the 8th time? This is when you meant that, this is what you mean by it was starting to get, you felt like
it was starting to get dangerous. And you listen to all the doctors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, it's another surgery that we can do. And that's when I had to step in and say, baby, it's me and you. I want to grow old with you. And, I want our miracle baby, but I want you. And once we got to that point, and I think she heard me, that's when we started to look at what's the other possibilities to help us, bring our baby into the world. And that's when we started to learn more and get introduced to surrogacy.
Gabrielle mentioned that when she first tried to get help for her infertility, they automatically pinpointed her age instead of looking deeper to see that there was actually something going on. And had this been caught in her early 20s, she could have avoided this a long time ago.
The second I walked through the very first fertility, door, doctor's door, it was, you're old, you automatically have X, Y, and Z. And if there's any trouble, it's due to your age.
What is old now? What is considered old?
By fertility standards, anything older than like 34, you are officially high risk. You have diminished ovarian reserve. You are officially, you may have a tough time. So after seeing the world's leading IVF doctors for a number of years, I was finally correctly diagnosed with adenomyosis. Adenomyosis is endometriosis of the muscle. Any woman can get endometriosis or adenomyosis at any age, and it can cause diminished ovarian reserve. Mm-hmm. So what they're just automatically assuming is age-related diminished ovarian reserve. It's actually tied into adenomyosis. But I would have had the same issues in my 20s, and I was not correctly diagnosed or treated.
Since deciding to go the route of surrogacy, Gabrielle admits that it was hard and still hard to let go of not being able to carry the baby herself, and that's completely understandable.
It's hard to let go of that. I mean, it's still hard to let go of that. Did I fail in some kind of way? Am I defective in some kind of deep you know, am I defective in some kind of way? Am I less than in some kind of way? Am I less worthy in some kind of way?
They also decided to discuss the trolls, the people that were saying the baby wasn't hers because she didn't carry it, and the people that were also questioning her wearing a hospital gown in the hospital when she didn't actually give birth.
Actually needed to look at the comments. So when we were able to come speak with you and have this huge platform, I wanted to figure out, where is the disconnect? Where is the misinformation? Let me figure out what that is. And so then we can address what you think your issues are. There are all different ways you can become parents. Everyone's journey is different. Understanding that sometimes people use donor sperm, sometimes people use donor eggs, sometimes it is the couple's own embryo. But there's all different kinds of routes to that. Whether the couple opts to share that with you should be on them.
Yeah. I think for me, the most hurtful thing was once we had our baby and everyone started to talk about why is she in the bed holding a baby, why she got a gown on, why she acting like she just had the baby. And it's like, once again, it's, you know, people are uneducated on the process and why we decided to go skin to skin as soon as our baby came out.
And as if the couple hadn't already gone through enough ridicule, Gabrielle was ripped to shreds for kissing her baby on the lips, as well as people questioning Kaavia's labored breathing, and Gabrielle responded saying, "Hey guys, I appreciate all the concern about kisses on the mouth and labored breathing. I am blessed enough to have a nurse here with us while at work. Kaav is healthy and I don't even touch her without washing and sanitizing myself and everything and everyone that comes in contact with her. No visits from sick folk, and even all of Oprah's crew got whooping cough vaccinations and current on all vaccinations to be in our home. If you think I waited this long and went through all of this to put my baby in harm's way, you got another thing coming." She then had a doctor come in and she recorded as the doctor checked Kaavia's breathing. And she also wanted you to swipe where she wrote this long book pretty much proving that her kisses are not hurting her baby. In all honesty, I think maybe she should just keep the baby offline or stop reading the comments, because people are going to continue to come for her.
You sound perfect. Absolutely perfect. Clear as a bell.
Here's Dr. Kagan.
Hi. Your beautiful baby girl sounds perfect, and I don't see any signs of illness whatsoever. Just so that we can 100% reassure the family, I'm going to do a little nasal swab and send her for the RSV test.
Gotcha.
There is literally zero chance that it will be positive, but
I understand that she's happy, but I just want her to be able to enjoy her baby, stay off the internet, and she doesn't have to read any of these comments. What I need you guys to do is let me know what you think about this Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade, and Oprah interview, and the new baby Kaavia. I think she's absolutely beautiful and she looks just like her dad. And before you go, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications, like this video, and subscribe. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.